Now children, next form, when along with the quadratic, we've already dealt what to do when we have quadratic in denominator. Okay, then we said we'll make it perfect squares and apply the results. Here also to some extent we'll have to do that, but there is one problem arising here, that you have linear expression in the numerator. Okay, so if it is quadratic here and linear here, then derivative of x square ends up giving you x. Alright, so somewhere we can say that we can introduce the derivative and solve by substitution. Okay, so in these questions हम इसको break करते हैं as two parts. One part is solvable by substitution method, and the other one would be what we were doing in the previous questions, that is making a whole square and applying those particular results that we have learned. Okay, so now how do we introduce that, or how do we split this? So as I said, what are we aiming at? We are aiming at finding the derivative, क्योंकि जब derivative होता है तभी हम substitution कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो derivative है ready-made, well and good. नहीं है तो आप उसे introduce करोगे. Okay, so you can do it by trial and error checking also, like this is 3x square, you know the derivative will come out to be 6x and plus 2 from here, constant का तो 0 हो जाएगा. तो आप यहाँ पे you can do कि you can remove this 5 outside, then this will become 2 upon 5, then you can multiply 6 and divide by 6, तो 5 by 6 बाहर आ गया, 6x बन गया, that way. Okay, but उसमें कभी कभी calculation mistakes हो जाती हैं if you are not focusing well, so that can be obtained like this also. So we know whatever is this linear expression out here, 5x minus 2, will be equated to some constant times derivative of denominator plus another constant. It is practically possible for us to be able to write every linear expression in this form. वो आ जाता है अपने आप. Okay, so अब ये बस ये point होता है कि ये scalars constants क्या आने वाले हैं. Okay, so if we can guess it straight away, you can do it that way also, no issues, and otherwise you can go for this formula. Okay, so now what are we doing? This is our linear expression of the numerator, which is 5x minus 2 is a into derivative karoge to 0 to 6x plus b. Continues. Now we will compare both the sides left to right, and x का coefficient here is 5 and यहाँ x का coefficient यहाँ से आ रहा है 6a और कहीं x नहीं है. तो comparing coefficient of x, we get this equation 5 is equal to 6a. So a's value we will get as 5 upon 6 from here. Then second equation constants compare करके बनेगा. So we had minus 2 here and यहाँ constant में था आपके पास 2a and यहाँ से plus b. Okay, अब a आपका already evaluate हो चुका है. Put that value of a here to find your b as well. Okay, so like this we can find our unknowns a and b. And once we know our a and b, now we can split this as two integrals. The first integral will be having this. Okay, and the second integral will be having this. एक ये बनेगा portion, एक ये बनेगा. Okay, so our a was worked out as 5 upon 6 derivative upon the expression, so that we can solve it by substitution. Leftover constant b came out to be minus 11 upon 3 and upon this whole thing. Okay, अब ये two different integrals हो गए, दोनों में अलग technique लगनी है तो आप अलग से show कर सकते हो. For the first part we are going to do it by substitution. So for the first integral I1 we would put the denominator as t, then the whole of numerator would be becoming dt. So this becomes dt upon t, and इसका integral आपको पता है log form आता है. So it will come out to be 5 by 6 scalar continues as it is and log of this whole expression plus some constant. Hold that result for the time being till we find the integral of the second function. So second function here was 11 upon 3. अब ये आपकी चॉइस है, आप खाली इतने को भी आई कह के बाद में माइनस 11 अपॉन 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हो. मैंने माइनस छोड़ दिया, इतना ले लिया, स्केलर्स एडजस्ट हो जाते हैं, दैट्स नो बिग डील. ओके, सो 11 अपॉन 3. अब इस वाले का हमने होल स्क्वायर बनाना है. ओके, सो फॉर मेकिंग दैट होल स्क्वायर आई हैव टेकन दिस 3 कॉमन. अभी जो अगर परफेक्ट स्क्वायर होता तो मैं लिख लेती सीधे, तो रूट अवॉइड करने के लिए आई हैव टेकन दैट 3 कॉमन. ओके, सो ये माइनस 11 अपॉन 3 स्केलर ऑलरेडी आया था. This 1 by 3 is when I have taken 3 common from this given expression. So this becomes x square and 2x upon 3 हो जाएगा. वो मैंने split करके लिख दिया to match up with 2ab. So that I know my b is 1 by 3 and then I can add b's square and also subtract b's square and constant 1 upon 3 बन जाएगा because I have taken 3 common. Okay, तो ये 1 upon 3 बन गया. You getting it? Okay, this was my I2. तो इसका फॉर्म हमने ऐसे चेंज कर लिया. क्यों? नाउ वी कैन राइट दिस एज x plus 1/3 whole square. And then this constant left over 1/9 minus and plus 1/3. Solve this further. That becomes 2 plus 2/3, which plus 2/9, sorry, which can be written as root 2/3 whole square. So now we are in x square plus a square form, or a square plus x square rather, which is 1/a tan inverse of x upon a. So a हमारा कितना है? root 2/3. So root 2/3 reciprocate कर दिया, 3/√2 cancels out this 9. Tan inverse of this was my x upon this was my a. Taking LCM, अच्छा वो next step में किया है, अभी मैंने ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया है. Then for the final answer now, we will have to combine these two results. So by result 1 and 2 I have written, this is the integral that we had to find, which is the first portion is coming out to be 5/6 log of this, and the second portion minus sign was there, remember, and then from here we can see it is 11/3√2. And tan inverse of इधर LCM लोगी तो ये 3x plus 1 बन जा रहा है upon √2. 3 of the denominator is getting cancelled. And वहाँ इंटीग्रल C1 लिखा था, यहाँ C2, C1 plus C2 they are constants. Suppose that total constant is C. Hence that is how you will present your answer. Okay.